Hello, everybody. Straight into it this week. I've made a miraculous recovery. The return, I think they're calling it. I can't believe that I'm alive after the last week or so. Basically on my deathbed, but I've risen up like a phoenix, and here we are. Now I'm pumped, ready to go, ready to face the Cats. Have I been more pumped for a game in my entire life than North Melbourne going down to Geelong to play the Cats? Yes, I have. But that's fine. I'm keeping the energy high. And look, we did get some positive news though. We got Cooper Harvey's playing. So does that make me want to watch the game a bit more? It does, absolutely. But if you listened to my podcast a few days ago, you know that I don't think this game is going to end well. But I'm all about honesty, positivity. But if there's no positives, I'm not going to make them up. So anyway, let's get into it. We did get the team announced, so let me pretend that I am professional, and I definitely should have had the team sitting in front of me before I talk to you guys, but here we are. Clearly I'm not as recovered as maybe once thought. All right, let's go through the team, then we'll go through the new Guernsey we've got. Is it good, is it bad? You'll get my thoughts, and Nostalgic Player of the Week, that'll be fun. And what else do we usually do around here? I'll tip some teams and I'll tell you who's going to win, and I'll go probably 9 from 9. So the team dropped a few hours ago, and it's an extended squad because it's on a Sunday. We know North is the team of Sundays. In Lockie Young, Charlie Lazaro, Cooper Harvey, Tristan Xerri, and Flynn Perez. Out Liam Shields and Will Phillips. Initial thoughts, out Liam Shields, I think he had a calf or something, or a quad or something like that. That's all right. I'm sure he'll be back in the team soon. He's been pretty good this year. Will Phillips dropped, it says omitted, but if you did watch the press conference today, I think it was, he got elbowed in the eye and has one of the all-time great shiners on his face. So I assume it's because of that. I don't know why they wrote omitted instead of injured, but look, as far as I know, it's just because of his eye, because he's been playing all right. So let's not freak out about that one. As for the ins, let's talk about a couple of these. First one, Cooper Harvey. Let's go Coops. He's earned it. Kicking bags of goals in the VFL. And it's good for a North Melbourne side to have a Harvey back on the field. Hopefully he lifts us a little bit. I'm assuming he'll play forward. That'll be exciting. Just a little bit of an extra, I don't know, something different up there. I hope. I assume he's not too dissimilar to a Paul Curtis, who I would really like to fire and do something. But good to see Cooper Harvey running around, and I'll be watching just because of him. Just like last year when Jackson Archer played his first game. Hopefully he gets into a biff at the first bounce. If Cooper Harvey gets the ball, takes 7 bounces and hits the post in this game as well, that will be a highlight that will be replayed for generations. Hitting the post is way harder than kicking a goal. We know that. So let's not beat around the bush. Tristan Xerri is the other one. And yes, Tristan Xerri has been a polarizing figure on the Further North podcast. I think a few of you guys maybe took my Tristan Xerri queries a little bit too seriously, but I am excited to see him in here. I'm excited to see him play a full game of football, we hope, and show me what he can do, because Tristan Xerri still needs to prove it to me. But do I want him to be able to do it? Absolutely. Was his game in the VFL fantastic? Absolutely. So this is a game for me where Tristan Xerri can buy some respect from me and show me that we've got some ruck stocks for the future as for when Goldie leaves, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to watch Big X play. He's got massive arms as well. Like, I've never seen a man with arms this size. It's maybe Majak. Man, I would love man versus Majak, but Xerri is that man. So hopefully we can get Madge back to the club and maybe just do an arm wrestle or something. I really need to see that. Maybe they could put that on instead of this game on the weekend, because we know who's going to win the game, but we don't know who's going to win in an arm wrestle or halftime entertainment. I'll message the club. It's fine. Lockie Young, that's an interesting one. He's played all right in the VFL. I wouldn't mind seeing Lockie Young get a game. I think he'd be like a sub at best, but yeah, he's playing well. He deserves a shot this year. I've got no problems with Lockie Young being in the squad. Charlie Lazaro, once again, I don't have an issue with him sort of being in the squad. I just don't think he's going to make it. He's a very good VFL player, but every time he steps up to the AFL, he doesn't quite do it. I know he's not really playing in his preferred position right in the centre, but we actually have depth in that position, so it's hard to get in, and I'm not complaining about that. So I could see him as a super sub for sure. One thing I will say that I never thought I would say, and I'm not sure I even believe, Daniel Howe is tearing the VFL apart. The dude is too good for the VFL as well. And I kind of want him to be the sub. No, that feels bad. I don't know. He's too good for the VFL, but I don't want him in the starting 22. I think he could also be an effective sub. But look, he's not even in the squad, so who cares? And Flynn Perez is here as well. Flynn Perez is awful. I don't want Flynn Perez in the team. I know that he's young and he apparently showed something last year. I'm not sure what that is, but other people seem to like Flynn Perez. I'm not on the Flynn Perez train. So hopefully he doesn't make the team. If you want my bench and sub and who to drop, on the bench, I would probably go, these are the players named on the bench currently. Zeeble, Coleman Jones, Young, Goldstein, Bergman, Greenwood, Perez, Lazaro. Zeeble's in, Coleman Jones is in, Hugh Greenwood's in, Miller Bergman's in. Does Goldie get dropped this game? I think I'd maybe rest Goldie. That doesn't feel good either. And I'd probably have... I'd chuck Lockie Young as a sub. Who cares? Chuck him as the sub. He's hungry. He probably wants to play and prove something. So on the bench, I would go Zeeble, Coleman Jones, Greenwood, Bergman, and Lockie Young gets the sub spot. So that means Lazaro, Goldstein, and Perez don't make the cut. Sorry, Goldie. I feel so bad. I love Goldstein so much, but last couple of weeks he hasn't quite been on it. So I think let's give him a spell, see what Jerry does, and then those two can battle it out for the ruck spot for the rest of the year. I would definitely be giving Goldie another contract, just a 1-year deal for next year, though, because the jury is still out a little bit on Jerry for me, as we know. But don't come at me, because I know how passionate Jerry fans every single listener to this podcast is, except for Marnie. She questions it too, but it's only us two, it seems like. Do I think we've got a shot at winning this game? I don't really, to be honest, and I don't like being that guy, but, you know, it's not an authentic podcast. I can't sleep at night if I lie to you guys and think we're going down with a shot of winning this. We're not going to win this game, but I think, you know, if we can keep it respectable again, this is an okay honourable loss for me, but there is games coming up in the future that will not be honourable losses anymore. I did feel like I was a little bit negative in the last podcast, but, you know, it's just kind of is what it is. It's how I feel, and I think that's kind of what I do this podcast for as well. I'm done with the honourable loss thing. So, you know, Geelong this week, but who have we got next week? I'm going to have a quick look. Oh, that's when we've got the Hawks next week. Okay, so absolutely we must be winning that. Sunday, 1:10 at Marvel. I think there might be Bay 29 action then, but I will share all that information with you, and so will the Close to a Flag boys. Next week's the big one. So let's just get through this game injury-free. Let's do... it sounds so bad, but like, don't treat it as a training drill, but let's really nail some of these things that we're trying to get right. Let's actually have a system in our defense to be able to defend and shut the Hawks down next week. So let's use the game like that. No injuries, please. I think I said a few weeks ago, 0 contested possessions for this game. Thank you very much. And let's see what we can do. An honourable loss is okay. That's basically all the team news and my prediction on the game. Let's keep this one short and sweet. Let's just do a few tips for the round. I'm recording this on Thursday night, and the Tigers are currently up by 1 point over Richmond. I might have to go tune into that one. I'm going to say the Tigers get that one in the end. Where is it? MCG. Yeah, I'll go Tigers. Collingwood Bulldogs, that might be an all right game, actually. Collingwood will win, but I think the Bulldogs, it's a bit of a test for them. Let's see if they're actually, top 8 quality or they're just going to scrape in or just miss. Brisbane and West Coast. Good job for West Coast last week. It was funny seeing them get absolutely slaughtered, but they came out and showed some fight, which we haven't done at some points in this year. So good on West Coast. They are paying $34 to $1, which is one of the biggest margins I've ever seen. Brisbane take this one at the Gabba. Giants and Hawks. Anything could happen there. $5.50 to $1.14. I think the Giants will probably win it because the Hawks have looked pretty bad in the last few weeks, but I would love the Giants to belt them this week going into next week, so they're down on confidence. So I'll go the Giants, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Hawks had a cheeky upset there. Saints D's. I'm tipping the Saints in this one. The D's do not look at it at the moment. They look down on confidence, down on form, and I'm not on the D's train like I was at the start of the year. They were my premiership tip, but geez, they've been just meh, haven't they? So I'm tipping the Saints in this one, actually. Port Suns, Port are going to absolutely destroy them. Essendon and Adelaide, that'll be a really good game, I reckon. I reckon the Bombers get them, but it would not surprise me if this goes either way. This could be game of the round, to be honest. I think the Saints D's and Bombers Crows could be brilliant games of footy. I'll tip the Bombers, but just. Freo Carlton, give me Freo. Give me Freo. The Blues will get sent back down to earth. Next week, the bloody Hawks, guys, I'm terrified. I tell you what, I am terrified. All right. Nostalgic Player of the Week. Let's get through these. Nostalgic Player of the Week. We're going to go Lee Brown. I know I posted this one a couple of weeks ago, but this one got a lot of comments and people seem to really enjoy the Lee Brown memories, which we've got many. So let's read out a couple of comments about Lee Brown, your favourite Lee Brown memories. Peter D. Flaherty says, we could definitely do with the Anvil. Oh, I forgot his nickname was Anvil. Keeping us straight and the opposition honest. Absolutely. I forgot that was his nickname, to be honest with you. Man, I wish I remembered how long Lee Brown played for North for, but look, he's a Collingwood premiership player, so I have a weird feeling maybe more people remember him for that. But in our hearts here, no. North Melb _vintage, which is a great Instagram page to follow. A lot of North content. I think you posted some Shannon Grant content today, and I loved that. Their page says, day he kicked 6 versus Adelaide, round 1 in 2003. Man was on fire. Don't remember that personally, but this is why you go over to North Melb _vintage. That's the only place you really get those deep, dark memories. Barney _94, kicking 6 at the G against the Crows in 2004. I think that was remarking the same game as North Vintage there. One says 2003, one says 2004. Did you do it 2 years in a row? Probably not. If it was 2003 or 4, doesn't matter. He kicked 6 in the opening round. We know that. A first-round specialist. We've got Oscar Banks _ meeting him at the Hilton breakfast buffet before the Manuka Fitzroy game. Yeah, he looks like a man who would love a buffet. Joe Mars 27, the paddle pop lion. He did have that sort of hair, didn't he? Bloody Lee Brown. What a cheeky devil. All right, we're going to jump over to Facebook and get a couple of your Lee Brown memories. What have we got here? Geez, we've got a few here. Glenn Lavender, a regular around here. Wow, that 65-metre torp in the prelim that bounced right at 90 degrees to go through for a goal. Pity it wasn't us he was playing for. Well, thank you for bringing that up. Only blue and white stripe memories around here. Does sound like something Lee Brown would do, though, to be fair. Greg Nelly says, versus the Western Bulldogs, 2003. Geez, this was his year, wasn't it? Where we came back from a few down, he bombed a massive goal. Yeah, okay. So bringing us back and getting us ahead. Classic Lee Brown stuff. Matthew Samaya. Oh, man. What's this little flick in your name? I'm awful at these. Matthew Samia Hoge, one of those. Hoge. Yeah. Old Matty, my mate Matt, one of the all-time great bum tappers after someone else had kicked a goal. No Anvil disrespect around here, Matthew, but yeah, he got around it, didn't he? Matt De Bruyne, not like Kevin De Bruyne, but De Bruyne, one of those. Every time he screamed at me at training and between match breaks, and he's tagged Cam, which must be his brother. Then Cam says, Matt just kicked a goal of the year. Get him off and I've had enough. Is this some inside joke, lads? Please let me know. Thank you for the comment. And Jimmy Stevens says when he left. What a way to end the Lee Brown memories. No, we loved Lee Brown. Come on, guys. Don't ever suggest you guys didn't love Lee Brown. Well, that's basically it for this week, guys. Thank you for listening again. Hopefully we perform well against the Cats and Cooper has a brilliant debut. I hope for more Larky goals to, extend the lead on Oscar Allen. Big Ant is absolutely distraught and he doesn't know what to do. Wardlaw, 30-touch game. Sheasel, keep doing what you do. And, let's see if we just... Please don't get belted, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you probably either Monday or Tuesday. We'll try and get the podcast out Monday. And, talk to you guys again soon. Kangas, Bay 29 info coming for the Hawks game next week. Love you guys. Bye.